I was like,
Right.
Hey, something's happening.
I was so excited.
He's become my favorite actor by far.
Yeah,
He's
a-
amazing,
Everything he's
man.
in is good. He elevates everything.
yeah, he's a good actor.
He fucking cares too.
And that's
Yeah, he
something.
got jacked in it.
Yeah, that's something that I think is kind of rare these days. Is having an actor like that who cares.
Yeah, oh yeah. Understands the role, knows how much it means to cops, military, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Fucking Barenthal's awesome.
I mean, yeah, you got the Punisher, who is in his lore, fucking Marine, a former Marine, right? Like,
Yeah.
like PTSD all the way, and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that shit, and to have his family, his daughter and his wife, get killed so brutally in front of him, like, come on.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that they just boom. They don't fucking hide it at all.
No, they don't. It's
Boom.
just,
you need
boom.
it. You need to see it.
I think that part in the trailer is going to probably be like a PTSD dream sequence type thing, because his family was still killed in the park
Right.
in the show, I think. But still, I mean, that fucking moment, you don't see that in normal TV.
Yeah, where someone breaks into his fucking house and just,
I mean, headshot a woman right in front of you.
Yeah, that's fucked up beyond, any sort of normal realm or resemblance of fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, other than nudity, I can't really think of anything Game of Thrones has done to a female character, other than maybe the crappy, what were they, Scorpion?
Well,
Viper
I mean, where
chicks?
Sansa got raped on her wedding night. That was pretty
And there's
fucked
that
up.
whole
Yeah,
part
yeah,
where
I mean,
Daenerys
not that-
got
I mean,
sold
violently.
to a slave, like a horse lord. He just rapes her.
And then I'm not, I meant violently, like murder, death.
It looked pretty violent to me.
Yeah.
Tears.
I mean, that was
Okay.
There were tears.
I'm not trying to,
that was a pretty
Don't,
violent.
remember?
fuck.
Oh, it just came full circle. Don't try to justify rape.
yeah, I'm not trying to downplay the rape. It is the most horrible thing that's happened. Specifically violence, like murdery, killy shit.
Yeah, but I mean, we're sitting there talking about that, like you comparing something shocking, like at that point. By the time you see that, it's kind of just standard fare. But the opening of a show, you just see some chick get her brain splattered on the floor, like holy fuck,
All over her husband's face.
yeah, like okay, no, that's really really fucked up. Yeah, I mean, Daenerys getting raped is terrible. Sansa getting raped is terrible. But
It wasn't the intro.
yeah, it wasn't the beginning of the show. By this point, you already had an idea of what to expect from the show. You already knew the show was fucked up and all that was going down.
Speaking of unpopular opinions, speaking of Punisher, I fucking liked the Thomas Jane Punisher movie.
I liked both
Thought it
the
was really
modern
good.
movies.
I didn't
haven't-
watch that Warzone one. I didn't watch that
I
one.
liked it. Where Thomas Jane was like the beginning of the Punisher. He was like it was like he's just starting out.
Kill
he's
his
not the
whole
Punisher
fucking
yet.
Family.
Yeah, wipes out one mafia family. Warzone is straight from the comic books. That was the most comic book movie I've ever seen. Like panels out or scenes in that movie were straight out of the comics. There was no frills. It was just brutal fucking violence. The Punisher being the Punisher. Like fucking they're sitting down. They've captured this the one of the mobsters. He's like standing there, and an FBI agent is interrogating him. The Punisher walks in, levels a shotgun, and blows his fucking head off. And the FBI agent fucking jumps half a foot in the air, like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's a criminal. That's what I do. And Punisher walks the fuck out. It was great.
Punishing. I'm punishing him.
I'm doing the thing that my name says I do. That's what's going on here.
What do you think I do here?
I mean, I'm called the Punisher, and I have a skull painted on my chest. I don't know what to tell you. That would be my exact reaction.
Oh yeah, you do need a lighter.
Kinda. So how you guys doing today? We decided to start that off with just a random extended conversation that came out of nowhere, talking about the Punisher and other shit.
Yeah, because I can't stop thinking about it. Can't wait for the series.
Mm-hmm.
And that we all know that's I mean, just based on that trailer was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm so hyped for it. I really am.
They picked a great song for it.
Oh yeah.
I mean that song is like the standard kind of yeah. It's just
the way it
breakdown.
builds.
I don't care.
yeah, like
Say what you want about Metallica. That'll forever be one of my favorite little breakdowns ever.
Yeah. You
So
can't.
badass.
I mean, it's hard to find a song that builds like that to something so heavy that will fit in trailers and things like like this. And they got the perfect one.
And that's the album has just been like it's been the standard, PTSD, Marine, Army, all that horrible war shit song. Because I mean, you listen to the song from the studio album, like the literal first minute of the song is just war sounds.
Yeah.
Before they even get to the build up.
Yeah. Perfect for the Punisher.
So yeah, I mean, absolutely. So what are we talking about today, Jonas? What's our topic? Do we really have one, or we just kind
We
of?
really don't.
We
We're
just
we threw like
we have
a
a bunch
handful
of stuff.
things out there.
Yeah,
Also,
basically,
hi, I'm Ron.
yeah, this guy still exists somehow. We're not really
He's
sure
here.
how yet. He hasn't
Oh
killed
yeah, I guess
himself.
we should have introduced you. I mean, it's been that long.
I know.
Fucking-
Literally. it's been months.
it's been like 3 or 4 months. It's been a while. I think the last episode I can remember you being a part of was in May. So I mean, but you got shit to deal with. You got to deal with life. You got to handle that. So
Yep.
fuck it. It happens.
Did that.
Man, that was fun. I bet.
No.
And I know.
No.
All right, you ain't got to tell me. I know.
Life usually isn't.
So today we're just kind of doing a bullshit episode, trying to get back into the swing of things because dude's been absent. He has no idea what's going on.
We've all been pretty busy too. Like I'm getting ready for a trip.
I've not been.
Joe's
busy.
just been lazy.
I've just been a fat lazy shit, man. That's what I do.
That's okay.
But you know what though? I earned that shit because I totally, I work all week, I pay my bills, and then I come home and if I want to sit in my living room in my underwear and play video games, that's exactly what I'm going to fucking do. Like fuck you. That's what I want to do. And,
Not here for your entertainment. Oh wait.
I mean, yeah. All right. So anyway, long silences aren't those fun? So we're gonna do a little bit of a bullshit.
Yeah.
And so we got Mario Odyssey. People are freaking out over how small the file size is. Have you guys heard about that?
No.
Apparently Mario Odyssey's file size is only 5.7 gigabytes. And people are sitting there thinking, like, is it going to be so short on content? It's like, I don't know if you've known this, but Nintendo has always been really fucking good at compression. You look at, like, the world of Legend of Zelda, any of the Zelda games, you see how massive those worlds are and how much content is packed into them. And then you remember, like, on the Nintendo 64, that shit's only, like, 32 megabytes.
That's impressive. Last game I installed was Gears of War, the Ultimate Edition bullshit, and it was like
It's like
50
100 gigs now.
or something like that.
Yeah, you look at like Breath of the Wild, and you see how massive this game is because the game is huge. The land is huge. There's so much content. 13.4 gigabytes. Like, holy shit! It's the size of Skyrim.
Yeah.
And it has more content in it than Skyrim.
Did you say Mario Odyssey was 5 gigs?
5.7, yes.
Okay. When you first said it, for some reason, I heard megabytes. So in my head, I'm going, that's still really fucking small, Joe. How is this going to fit?
Literally, they
Welcome
like
to
black
Luke,
magic.
guys.
Hi, everybody.
His brain does not work. We're not sure how he operates.
My mind works in mysterious ways.
But yeah, like people are
true.
like, is it going to be light on content? Is there going to be stuff going? No, it's just Nintendo's great at this. Nintendo's been doing this for fucking years, man. They've been doing this thing where they figured out how to fit, an entire CD back when it was never a thing onto memory chips, where 700 megabyte memory chips are fucking outrageously expensive, and they were fitting that much content in the 32 and 64. So I mean, this is just what they do. So no, this just makes sense. Oh fuck you.
Hello, Windows. Yeah. It's kind of amazing what they can do. Like we said, we were watching a little clip of it earlier. Graphically, the game is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Always Nintendo with their first-party games.
Oh yeah.
No matter what system it's on, they look fucking beautiful. And this game is just,
I mean, yeah, Super Mario 64 is showing its age.
Yeah.
But you go back to like, Smash Bros. You look at Smash Bros. You're like, you look at Melee or something. You're like,
Melee, I was going to say, the first Smash Bros.
Yeah,
is
no, trust
pretty-
me, I know.
I
was
don't
just
know how
discussing
they do
that.
it because it does not stand up to the other systems like the PS4 and the Xbox One, and I don't know how they do it, like, because it looks
Yeah.
perfectly on par with anything that's on those systems.
I think the difference is the big huge difference is that all those games they go for the gritty realism.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
Like they want to make the game as realistic and as human as possible, and that could be very fucking creepy, as we've seen in certain games. But it's like, anyway, that could be very very creepy. But like, Nintendo has never gone that route. They've never gone the realism route with their first party stuff. It's always been cartoony and bright and colorful, and that it's simple, and that's what makes it work. Is that they just go for simplicity rather than let's see how many polygons we can pack into Mario's nose. Instead, they go just give it like 5. It's fine. It's okay.
just make sure it's round and bright.
I feel like Breath of the Wild is about as far into realism as they've gone with their big. Handful of games, big handful of titles.
I mean, what's weird is with this Mario game where he's going like into a version of the real world with like normal looking people. That is worse than any other game's whatever valley.
That's Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, that's Sonic Adventure creepy. Yeah. Like I'm hoping this turns out a hell of a lot better than that game.
He just looks like a fucking alien.
But he looks awful.
But
he's not a plumber anymore.
Yeah, what's up with he's just a cool
fucking
dude.
Nintendo.
Like,
I mean, he did save royalty like
but
how many times?
He's unemployed.
I'm sure he's living off a stipend or something.
He's literally unemployed. I mean, even if he's living off a stipend, he's still unemployed.
How long has he been doing it? He's got to be retired by now.
I mean, I don't know. He hasn't aged in 30 fucking years. I mean,
are they boning? They got to be boning at least, right?
I would play a super gritty, realistic version of Mario, like a GTA.
Oh my God, yeah.
GTA Mario.
Yeah, like he's just a shitty plumber. Goes back to his shitty roach-infested apartment.
I bet you there's a fucking mod for that.
Somewhere, somebody's done something like that. Hell, speaking of GTA, the version of Legend of Zelda that's on PC. They cracked it, put it on PC. They've got mods so you can play as different characters like TJ from GTA.
Yeah.
Let's play as Trevor in the world of Zelda.
Yeah, in fucking Zelda. They have tons of different characters. I saw that news report. Like, there's no reason for it other than, fuck it, why not?
Your fucking stupid cousin constantly calls you and wants to go bowling.
Nico, my cousin. Link.
Let's go bowling.
Let's go bowling.
I wonder how Link...
Bombs to the Dongos.
Oh, man. That reminds me, and this was kind of neat that I thought. There's a developer of a open source PS3 emulator for the PC, where Atlas, the publisher of games like Persona, went after them because they're developing an emulator that lets you play PS3 games.
Ooh.
But that's not what bothers them, is that you can play Persona on the PC now.
Yeah.
It's like...
Which we can't have that.
No, that's... Well,
didn't that company go all like gung ho about don't do this?
Yeah,
or
don't stream after this in-game date. Yeah, and the backlash was to a point where like, okay, fine, you can stream to this date now because they don't want it spoiled. And it's like, okay, I get that, but go fuck yourselves. But they recently went after this group of developers who are developing this thing, and Patreon. They went to Patreon and said, "Shut this down. This is violating our IP." Patreon's like, "No, it's not."
Yeah, it has nothing to do with you specifically.
Just because your game is one of the many games that run on there does not mean it's violating any of your IP.
Good guy, Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon stepped in and defended the little guy, and it's like, that's always good.
That's a fight you have to fight if you're Patreon, because that will directly affect your business moving forward. If that company were able to shut that down, other companies would be like, hey.
Well, apparently, they worked out a deal. They worked out a deal. All they had to do was on the website for the emulator, remove all references to Persona. And Atlas was all
fair.
Yeah, Atlas was all, hey, we don't want people to experience the game this way with frame drops and blah 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 and all that shit. It's like, okay, we get that, but you don't get to sit there and just tell them they can't do this thing that is perfectly legal just because you don't want people to experience your game in what you would perceive as a shitty way.
Yeah.
Because if someone's a fan of your game, they can't play it, and they want to play it any way they can, let them fucking play it any way they can as long as they're not being illegal about it. Mm-hmm. And, the emulator is not set up to accept piracy. So, You have to have the physical copy of the game.
Yeah.
From how I understand it, so.
Hey, you paid for it. You paid your money for the game. Fuck it.
Yeah, if I want
to play with a keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, if I want to play on my PC because maybe I'm too fucking lazy to go out to my living room and play on my PS3, well, fuck you. I want to play it that way.
Yeah.
Either of you two watched the new Red Dead trailer?
Yes.
I have not.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. I don't know how I feel about the main character, though. I'm like, you're not John Marston.
That was my immediate reaction. Is
it's just not the same.
I don't know if I like you, but this guy's very much more
of a dirtbag.
A dirtbag, yeah, but also like a John Wayne type.
Yeah.
Or
like he's definitely a bad guy. Whereas John Marston, yeah. I never bought him as being somebody who was capable of like those awful things that like the group that he was in, all those acts they supposedly committed and stuff, and
they made
he seemed
John
like a genuinely
Marston.
Good guy.
Yeah,
whereas
they made him
seems
out
like
to be
would probably kill you.
This Marston was somebody who was only doing it to help his family.
Yeah, exactly.
Like didn't want to hurt people, didn't want to murder random people, and then they made his whole crew out to be fucking awful.
It's been forever,
Just
but I know in the end he was, but.
Yeah,
I don't know about in the early days. That's the game I wanted. I'm like, man, give me a prequel.
That's honestly what I hoped for too.
Yeah.
That reminds me of
prequels,
of an article I read where they basically said the reason why Red Dead Redemption never got ported to the PC is because nobody knew why it worked. Like nobody knew why the game ran. Because the source code, I guess, was whoever did the source code, whoever worked on that, the developers for that, they were never sure how or why their code was working.
One day, the dude's at his computer and just stops and stands up and goes, "Guys, I don't know what I did.
Don't touch,
but
anything.
It's working. Don't fucking touch it.
Just click compile.
Just fucking
click compile and ship it.
Label it gold and ship it. Ship it now."
Which looking because of stuff like deadlines and shit being, all sorts of stuff being pushed, they were never sure how they got it to work in the first place.
It's a beautiful game for its time, man.
It really, it was. You expected GTA with horses.
That's basically what
which
it
is
was.
kind of what you get, yeah, but at the same time...
GTA Wild West.
Yeah, Rockstar always crafts just a fucking amazing story around it that...
GTA Wild West, but you can't swim.
And you can't bang hookers.
I could swim
What's
in
the
fucking
point?
San Andreas.
No, seriously, what's the point?
Hey, he's a family man. He's not banging hookers.
Nope.
Oh, well,
I guess he doesn't know how to swim either, so...
Ron is fixated on his ability to swim.
I don't remember there being that much water.
There was enough... that's one of the first things I did in that game.
Okay.
Like, I wonder...
Can I swim?
You were in the desert.
I could swim in San Andreas, and they're like, it's immersive. You got to keep the immersion. He didn't know how to swim or blah fucking blah.
There wasn't that much water.
There was enough to piss
me
off.
There was a fucking Ron jumped down a well.
Why can't I swim? Because you just plummeted 30 feet into a hole in the ground.
The dude in Vice City couldn't swim. And there was water everywhere in that fucking game.
Yeah, well, I feel like that's the last one. You could swim in San Andreas.
Yeah. Vice City was the one where you could finally dive out of a car. 3, you had to slowly stop.
One of the RPG mechanics was like your breath level or whatever.
Yeah.
Speaking of Grand Theft Auto, I need to really start playing 5.
I need to, too.
Yeah, you're a little late to the party. I was shocked to see the release date. It's been 4 years.
And that game has sold 80 million copies in that time.
It's come out for I bought it for every system except for the PS3.
And apparently PC.
Yeah.
You got to throw that in there.
I'm a cheap bastard. If I had the money, I'd build myself an epic PC gaming rig. But
you don't even need to spend that much, really.
But I just don't have it.
A good friend of mine spent a lot of money on building a nice PC.
Yeah.
First thing he does is text me. He's like, "Yeah, I've been overclocking it so I can run GTA in 8K. It doesn't run at 60 frames, but it's still fucking beautiful."
Yeah, it just became it became way less of a priority.
I was like, "All right, man.
That's cool, dog.
You love it. That's all that counts."
Like 6 months to a year, my life has changed. I just haven't had time to sit down and play games like I used to.
Yeah.
So
Meanwhile, that's all I do.
Yeah.
So,
I'll just pop in, play a really simple game. That's why I like Layers of Fear, and that there's a game called Grown Up that got released for
The
Xbox Gold.
Yeah.
And I played the shit out of that game. Just drop in, have fun, fuck around games, and get out. I don't have time anymore.
I was sad when I played that game. Like, the poor little robot, and it fucking treats the thing like its mother, and then it's destroyed in 5 minutes. It's like, I'm sad. I'm not going to go build it now.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pretend he's lonely on that planet like fucking Wally, stuck there forever.
The ending was pretty charming and pretty sweet.
That's good.
Yeah. It gets better, Luke. See?
Yeah, I mean, it might get better, but I was like, I got it. Like, I started playing around, and it's a physics-based, lift things up, transform things. I was like, okay, I'll probably play it later, and then never touch it again.
In terms of like when it comes to like game progression, I've never played a game that was so well balanced when it comes to like progressing you along, and in terms of like the abilities you get. Like, you play the game and you pick up these little crystals, and every time you pick up, there's like intervals, like at 10th you get an upgrade, at 20, at 50, whatever. And at the beginning of the game, you can barely reach, like, you're using your hands to climb up rocks, and by the end of the game I have fucking unlimited boosts and I'm flying across the planet. That's pretty fun. Check that game out.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel about Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's just one of those games. It's just one of those games you can just pick up, like you said, and play for a little bit, and then never, not touch for a while.
And I'm a collectible whore.
Right? Yeah.
So like, if the game has loaded with collectibles, just let me run around and pick up the shiny things, and I'm happy anymore.
Well, there you go. That's how you make Ron happy. Let him pick up shiny things.
The new Tomb Raider games,
Crackdown
so perfect for that.
4 is coming out, or is it 3?
It'd be Crackdown 3.
New Crackdown. I'm ready for those.
Either way, fucking.
I mean, is it actually coming out at this point? It's been delayed.
I don't know. It went dark for like a year, but
I
mean they just announced did the E3 thing with Terry Crews. We all were so hyped about it.
You can play as Terry Crews. I bet they're going to do the same thing they did with the first one and like give it away with the Scorpio.
Yeah, maybe
something similar. Yeah, I mean, I might buy it for the one, like, or if it's one of the games for PC, Windows, whatever, I might get it there.
They gave it away with Halo 3, the first one. I think it was Halo.
The first Crackdown, they did some kind of promotions like that, but I don't think they gave it away. I remember playing the demo a lot before I got the game. But yeah, I mean, it might have come out as maybe it came out as a $49 game or a $39.
No, it was totally packaged in.
It was with something.
It might have been packaged in with the Xbox itself. I think I remember having bundles.
Something like that. But that's a great idea.
I think I remember having, like you said with Halo. I think that's how it works. You got Halo 3 and Crackdown in with the system.
Yeah.
Because I remember that. Because I mean, that was I think that was actually one of the choices I might have had when I bought my Xbox for Skyrim. I ended up going with the cheaper model because I got a $50 gift card with it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But, that game for whatever, and they did do something at launch too. For a game that you expect to kind of be a throwaway small game, that game was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I really dug that game. Yeah.
Yep. But that game they released the trailer and they made some pretty lofty promises when it comes to like destructibility and buildings falling down and shit and player interactivity and shit like that. And the most recent trailer, like, there was none of that, and it looked like a fucking 360 title. Like, it is not visually impressive at all.
If they have that much destructive content, visually it can look like a dated game, and I'll still have so much fun.
I mean, that's how Minecraft works, though. Like, that's why it sucks in graphics, because literally everything in Minecraft can be destroyed.
Yeah.
I mean, even the bedrock can be destroyed if you use the right commands in the game. So it's like, cause bedrock is the indestructible part of the map that you reach at the very bottom of the world. So that's kind of how it has to work. If you want destructible environments, you have to have shit graphics. You can't have both, unfortunately.
Especially when you're doing, and they're gonna hopefully do some cool stuff with physics if they're gonna have that much destructible. It's not just a stock like building falling. One of my favorite games for the original Xbox was Hulk Ultimate Destruction.
Yeah, God, that's
that game
a
was
sleeper
so
game
great.
That not many people played. Apparently, I love that.
You could destroy everything. It looked okay for the time, but the big thing was just everything was huge.
Is that the same developer?
Oh, I have no idea.
I think it is.
I mean, it could be. It plays very similar because you jump from building to building. I loved that progression in Crackdown too.
Prototype. They went on to make the prototype.
Oh, okay. Also a pretty good series.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Have you guys heard about the NES golf game? In
the Switch. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've not discovered how to get to it yet, but it's essentially a tribute to Iwata.
Oh, they did.
No, we know it's there.
They discovered how to get to it on the anniversary of his death.
Yeah.
If you take the waggle sticks and you do a motion.
The Joy-Cons?
The Joy-Cons, yeah. But I still love calling them waggle sticks, even though I respect them more than the Wii's waggle sticks.
As you say that too.
Yeah, waggle sticks. The jazz hands. You take them, and apparently he did this motion a lot when he did interviews, when he did Nintendo Directs with his hands. And I don't remember what it was. I can't think. I need to go check. But whatever it was, you do this motion, and the game won lock on that day. That's how you get a free NES golf game.
Okay.
Which is the first game he developed for Nintendo.
If true, that is a really, really, really nice gesture.
Yeah, it is like a super Easter egg.
Yeah, that's kind of weird to put it in there like that, though.
Oh, it's totally weird, but it's totally a Nintendo thing. I'm not surprised in the slightest.
What was the last system that had that kind of shit?
The Wii U or the Wii?
Yeah, I remember there's some Pong minigame or whatever you can unlock in the menus.
I don't know about all that.
I don't know.
Some shit.
I don't know about. I mean, the only thing that comes to mind when it comes to secret things is like the flight sim that's in Excel. There's something you put into into a spreadsheet, and you can actually unlock one of the Microsoft Flight Sim games that's built awesome. Completely into Excel. So it's like, I don't know, but that's we're talking Excel 95, I think, or 97. Like, we're going way back with that shit.
I mean, there's the stuff in Android, the Lollipop game. That's kind of similar.
Flappy Droid.
Flappy Droid, yeah.
Fucking hate it.
And the cats in the new one.
Yeah, the cats in Nougat. I wonder whether there is an Oreo, because I don't know if anyone's discovered it. I mean, it's not like there's anything to discover. It's the same way you do it. You tap the thing and then you hold the button and boom, something happens.
Yeah. You just reminded me of my most a gaming memory or thing I've done that I'm most ashamed of. Mm-hmm. I downloaded a Flappy Bird copycat that was Fallout Boy themed. And I fucking loved it, and I played the shit out of it.
Yeah, I thought Ron was going in a whole different direction here. I downloaded a Dead or Alive themed Flappy Bird. So I was just tapping a titty to make it fly.
The tits flopping.
So yeah, that's actually kind of or like an anime girl thing or something.
I had more respect for him, to be honest.
Hey man, whatever gets you there. I'm not going to judge you. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being. Yeah, there is.
I don't know. I don't know where you were going, actually.
I was going to say a total weeb.
Oh well, yeah. There's a lot wrong with that. Let's be honest here. There's plenty wrong with that. And if anybody wants to come at me and call me a baka, I will punch you in your goddamn dick. It's okay.
I don't watch enough anime for that.
Oh God. I don't watch anime at all anymore, man. Maybe I've grown out of it.
I had Crunchyroll for 2 months or 3 months because I forgot to cancel it. And I was watching Attack on Titan Season 2. And once that was done, I started exploring, and there's just a lot of shows I couldn't really get into.
Yeah.
The Berserk, the continuation of that. I love the original Berserk series. It's my favorite anime, other than Dragon Ball Z is, for nostalgia purposes, probably my favorite. But Berserk's just so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And at the end, it shows the main character who is now going to go and fuck up demons with a giant fucking sword and a cannon in his fake arm that has a crossbow launcher, and it's so fucking cool.
This is where I check out. I've always wanted to get into anime. I've just
seriously,
never been
it's
able to
awesome.
do it. I've watched one. It's Elfen Lied.
Elfen Lied's good too.
That was a good one. And I mean, I guess if you want to call Dragon Ball Z anime. I watched that.
I mean, it is. It totally is. It completely 100. It's the original anime.
Yeah.
It's what got anime popular in the first place.
Yeah. Anyway,
but,
they continued it, and they did like this digital art style it's fucking ugly.
Yeah.
Is any anime that does digital, I haven't seen any I like. Like I get, people like that one that who are the guys who did the Halo Machinima videos?
Oh, you're talking about RB
Ruby. Yeah.
Oh God, that's
I can't.
so
I
bad.
tried watching it.
That's one of those things.
Sorry.
That's one of those things where they have literally one thing right and everything else is awful.
The voice acting's bad.
The voice acting's bad. The writing's bad. The tropes are bad. The storylines.
What do they have that's good?
The character design.
Oh, okay.
That's the only thing they've got right.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought at least the story must be good because people like it, but apparently
no, the story is awful. I guess it gets better in season 2, but it's one of those things where it's an anime, and I use air quotes for that.
Yeah.
It's an anime that packs in as many anime tropes as it can.
Okay.
And that's why it's not good.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not one of the self-aware animes that are packing.
I was just gonna say I saw trailers for one that it looks funny as fuck that is self-aware like that,
yeah,
but
no.
this looks cringy.
This one's just bad. Like it's got good character design, and that is all it's got going for it. Which means like you got the video games, like they got a beat 'em up Dynasty Warriors type game.
Yeah,
that's probably the only thing from Ruby I would have anything to do with beyond having Ruby's fire axe in my Left 4 Dead mod list. So I mean, I can't do it, man. Like it's one of those things that's just not good.
It's like going from Gundam to the Gundam Dynasty Warriors. Those games are actually really good.
Right.
This is like one of the few games I can think of that the anime looks exactly like the game, but that's a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, that's the only good thing. That's what I'm. Like, that's the problem. Is that the only good thing they have is that they
graphically, it's terrible looking though.
And graphically, it's fine. I mean, I wouldn't say it's mind blowing. It's not terrible, but it's not mind blowing.
I just can't stand the graph. That's why I don't watch the show.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it long enough to see how like cringy or anything like that. Yeah. I remember the original clips that Rooster Teeth released that looked so fucking cool, where you had these anime chicks with like scythes and fists and everything killing
swords,
werewolves,
guns. Yeah.
And it was like,
huge,
okay, I'm down.
Jiggling tits.
They didn't actually.
No.
That was the thing that was cool about it.
Yeah,
too.
It wasn't one of the all the girls are underage. So,
yeah. Also that.
Speaking of dude,
all the girls are underage.
The one anime I've watched, it made me super uncomfortable. Elfenlied made me super uncomfortable. That like they pass her off as like this young girl.
It's called a loli.
And she's just standing there having a conversation, and her shirt falls down. Just nobody. Okay, her tits are out now.
Yeah.
I guess.
That's
cool. I guess.
There's a vampire
I guess
anime.
I'm a pedophile now.
On Netflix. Big deal.
That's what's going on now.
I'm uncomfortable.
There's a vampire anime on Netflix that does that, but
weird.
The main character looks like she's like 12.
It's like
she's a 300-year-old vampire, but it's still like, no, I'm good. I'm done.
It's like in Skyrim with Babette. She's like 10 years. She's like a 10-year-old.
Oh no, it's exactly like
she's
that.
She's a 10-year-old girl, but she's really a 300-year-old vampire.
Yeah.
Or it's like in fucking Fire Emblem Awakening. You got the little fucking
dragon chick,
little dragon girl. She looks like she's at best. She looks like an underdeveloped 14-year-old. She's like 1,000 years old, and it's just creepy.
And you can fucking make her get into a relationship with any character you want.
Just about any male character in the game.
Yeah.
It's like including your own avatar, and it's like I'm going to stay the fuck away from that.
Yep.
That is really not okay.
That's why the only person I would put her with is the young kid.
Oh yeah, Donnie.
Yeah,
I love how I can remember Donnie's name, but I can't remember her
name. Was like Nick Ruin or some crap like that. That game always has weird ass names.
Well, yeah, just for the dragon. Well, I mean Tiki is fine, but
okay, yeah, that's true.
She's the later dragon chick who's been a part of the story for fucking years or whatever. But yeah, like that shit is really uncomfortable. It's like we were talking about earlier out there. The fucking the fucking Cash Me Outside girl who now is a rapper. She's 14.
Set her on fire.
She looks like she's in her mid-20s, and it is the creepiest shit ever, man.
Yeah.
And you like,
It's all the hormones they're putting in our food.
Yeah, turning the frogs gay.
God damn it. God, I hate people so much.
Oh man. But yeah, it's like when she first became a meme and I first saw her in the Dr. Phil clip or whatever, I didn't actually watch the clip. I just saw like a thumbnail because I don't fucking care at this point. But I'm like, oh man, what is she, like 22, 23?
It doesn't concern me.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But you sit there, she's 22, and you find out she's 13. You're like, oh god, I gotta go. I feel dirty now. Like, what the fuck did I do? You know?
I can't fucking stand her face at all. She's so horrible. I love the hatred Ralph Garman from Hollywood Babylon with Kevin Smith. The amount of hatred he has for her is it's a beautiful thing.
It's unreasonable.
Dude, she
so
said
funny.
A few stupid little words, and she's a fucking millionaire.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much.
She made a bunch of money.
She had
cash me outside. How about that? I will punch you in your fucking lip.
Obviously know what they're doing. She's gonna make a shitload of money as a god awful rapper. She's gonna make a shitload of money.
But she was gonna go on tour before she even started the rap shit. The tour, I think, actually got canceled, or a bunch of shows got canceled.
I don't know.
But she was gonna go on tour and do nothing but fucking talk on stage and be fucking annoying. And then she started rapping, and apparently she can do that.
Okay, you're 14. Yeah. You're 14. What interesting things do you have to contribute to society?
That's the kind of thing where people aren't here to laugh with you.
Not even interesting.
We're laughing at you.
Not even interesting. What do you have to contribute at this point? Like, seriously, you have nothing. You have nothing. You have literally nothing except for an inability to speak clearly. That's what got you famous. You cannot speak clearly. No one fucking understands half the shit you say. And you're stupid. And you're really fucking stupid.
And all of this validated her, too. Which is even worse.
Oh, I know.
Worse beyond fucking... Like, I don't... Like, Dr. Phil, I don't give a fuck about him. But I was like, damn, I actually kind of feel bad for you, Phil. Because that sucks.
I mean, it's like you sit there and you look, Dr. Phil, this is your doing.
Yeah, this is your fault.
You did this. You made this stupid person famous.
Who made her this way? Fucking
that's what she thanked him.
Yeah.
During the show, I think, or somewhere around there. I heard she fucking thanked him because all he did was gave her a whole shitload of publicity.
Yeah, he gave her a platform, and I don't know. I mean, I would love to find out like 10 or 15 years down the line that this was all faked, because it hurts.
It would make me feel a little bit better, yeah.
Dude, more, it's not. I chalk most of this stuff up in the, like, when I, stuff like this. Like, it's a gimmick. It's just a conceit. Like, they're just, they know what they're doing. They're in on it. Well, this, I feel like, just one of those where that's actually who this person is.
Yeah,
this kid is.
That's the thing where you genuinely look at her and go, "Why are you like this? Who made you this way?"
Oh yeah. Well, now
who hurt you?
On top of that, you've got
who is your daddy and what did he do?
Yeah. Well, what did he not do? Did he not hug you enough?
She doesn't know him.
Did he go out to get cigarettes, never come back?
Got cigarettes and bread, never came back. But I'm sure now she's got a marketing department that as soon as that went big, immediately her house was getting phone calls. We're like, we will make you millionaires.
Oh, yeah.
And her mother went from, gotta help my daughter being a bad to, oh, my God, I'll make all the money. Yep.
It's so sad, man.
Keep being stupid.
Yeah. In other news.
Don't fix yourself.
Yeah.
Halo 3's 10-year anniversary was recent.
I totally was going to play it and forgot. I have no idea where my copy went.
Yeah. And I totally don't care.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not a Halo fan. I've never been a Halo. I'm not going to shit on the game, though, because the game is great in its own I don't care.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Halo, Luke?
I still think mine is probably Halo 1.
Really?
For the campaign, or Reach. But multiplayer-wise, it's still Halo 2. Spent hours and hours playing Halo 2 multiplayer. That was the first time. Yeah. Before that, the only multiplayer game I had really played was one of the Splinter Cells. I don't remember which one. And that was fun. But when Halo 2 dropped, that's when Xbox Live became like, okay, I'm doing this.
You obviously played Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell.
Well, yeah, that's the only Tom Clancy's ass.
I gotta go with Halo Reach. I played the most multiplayer on that one. The campaign was really fucking.
It was
really
good.
Well done.
I beat it, and I was kind of like, I don't care, and then actually went back and was like, you know what?
Yeah, you should.
This was great. This is fucking great.
The story, what it is, you should not have cared, but they made you care throughout the course of the game. They added such weight and introduced you to these characters.
ODSTs, I think, was way I don't know if it's underrated. I'll say it's underrated because I like that term. But it was so fucking good.
I liked ODST. A lot of people shit on that game, but because it's a glorified expansion, I loved it.
I mean, it was, but I got it. I borrowed it long after it came out.
I'm one of those people where I don't know much about Halo, but when I think of Halo, I think of ODST. Like that's the game that comes to mind because a lot of people I know. It's a fucking hidden gem. Like.
It was also ODST. Didn't that have the demo for Reach, or it had the demo for or multiplayer? They did some promotion for it, and I remember that got it a lot of sales. And of course, I bet a lot of those people didn't even really play ODST itself.
Might have been like beta access to the next Halo game.
It was something like that, which is why kind of. But people didn't really like the fact that it was, or I think it let you play Halo 3's multiplayer without buying Halo 3, maybe.
Fuck, I know,
something.
Man.
Either way, it was. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. I loved being a regular soldier, even though hell jumpers are fucking awesome. Period. In Halo lore, but just being like you were a fucking Marine.
You're not a Spartan.
You weren't running in and fucking gunning down everything. You had to take your time. You couldn't fucking dual wield. You couldn't do all the fucking really cool shit.
The good old days. That's why I'm excited about the new one. Because they
even remotely
they shit all over Master Chief in the last one. We want Locke, and there was such fan backlash.
What do you mean? Halo ended with Halo 3.
So the point, it really.
I was actually going to get to that and make that point, and then Halo 4 happened.
Yeah.
I didn't hate Halo 4.
I didn't either. I hated the story. I liked the campaign. Playing it,
I liked the Cortana
I really think it should have ended. Yeah,
the ending was kind of weird.
I'm tired of Cortana asking me shit on my Windows computer.
Now you hate Cortana because of that.
Yeah,
it doesn't pop up too often, but
they know where they've gone wrong. Apparently, based on everything I've read and listened to. So
letting Bungie go and make games for Activision. That's where they went wrong.
Oh god, yeah, don't fuck Activision, man.
Master Chief is your meal ticket. Go back to Master Chief, and God, please stop putting battle packs in your games. Or whatever the fuck they've got to be smart enough. Called. It was disgusting.
It was even worse.
Was it like loot boxes?
Yes, basically. Except it was like a card pack.
That's my least.
Like you bought a pack of Magic cards.
Oh no!
Yeah. And they would even have.
It was in Mass Effect when Mass Effect came out. I'm like. I'm so excited to play Mass Effect. I boot up multiplayer and boom, open up my first crate.
Yeah,
a fucking tear rolled down my cheek. I was like, no, not you two.
Micro gambling is it's the new thing now, and it's a fucking scourge, man.
It really is.
I will not buy a game if it has micro gambling.
They make shitloads of money. Like if you go on the website and you look at all the editions, like there's normal edition. Super Edition, Ultimate Edition, and then there's the Super Ultimate Gold Edition.
Oh, that's even outside of the micro gambling.
And that one is always sold. It's always sold out.
Yeah.
That top edition, you couldn't buy it if you were stupid enough to want to buy it.
Well, that's where you get the extra, 2 models, the 2 skins. You get the fucking season pass. You get the day one DLC.
Injustice
you get
is the
6
last
free battle packs and 500 of their fake fuck microcurrency.
It's like you get this skin and that skin. And
it's like with NBA 2K18.
Oh my god!
You got the standard game, which is $60, and then you got the Legends game, which is like $100, and then there's a $150 game, which I can't even remember what the fuck the edition is.
It's like the collector's edition.
Yourself.
I was so excited for Forza
coins.
Horizon 3.
Yeah.
Forza Horizon 3. There were fucking 3 different editions that you could buy.
Yep. That's even more secure than micro.
What is wrong? What is wrong with you people? Do not buy that shit. Stop giving them money.
Okay, there's a game. It's a racing game. I can't remember the name of it now, but it's on Android. It's a really good fucking game. It's really nice. If you got the hardware for it, go play it. There are microtransactions in the game, of course, to buy different packs of cars and stuff, which kind of makes sense because they license these cars. But there's one microtransaction. It gives you 2 cars, and one's it's like the Ford GT level like supercar type shit.
Yeah.
I think it's like the Bugatti and some other shit. I don't remember. It's $100.
Holy fuck, for 2 car skins.
It's $100. No, for 2 cars. Like, you get the cars.
I mean, yeah.
It's not a skin. Like, it's not as simple as a skin. Like, you get the cars and their performance and their physics and all that shit.
It's still.
I'm not trying to justify it. I'm not trying to defend it. I just want to make sure it's clear what you actually get for this.
I'm going to go sign up to go to Mars tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, I
don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Take my $2,500 or whatever the fuck you guys want and just send me to Mars. Yeah, it's $99.99 for this microtransaction.
Speaking of,
you know what? That's not a fucking microtransaction. No, you have strayed out of microtransaction territory into holy shit, I can't pay my rent now.
Yeah, that's some gross fucking DLC that should come with like a blowjob and a burrito.
It's so gross.
I'd be down for a blowjob and a burrito for $99 goddamn dollars. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And I get that you got to pay licensing fees. So I'm fucking completely on board with that.
Did Bugatti think they were getting a real car?
I mean, I don't know, man. For fucking $99,
got the Bugatti.
I could eat on that for a week.
I don't understand that. It's like Ubisoft is coming out for the new Assassin's Creed. There's like 18 editions. One of them is going to be I can't remember the exact price. If it's like $2 or $5 grand.
Oh yeah,
something
yeah.
Comes with fucking gold-plated headphones and a bronze bust of the character.
Not to break. Off of the
go ahead and break
fest.
us off of this. Break us off the bitch fest.
But
it's fine.
Speaking of the new Assassin's Creed, there's a feature that I'm really fucking excited about. Like there's this learning feature.
Loot crates?
No. Like I get.
No, we just bitched about that for 10 minutes for fun.
They take a lot of liberties with like how historically accurate everything is and blah blah blah. But they have this new mode they're apparently going to have in the new game. It's be perfect for VR and stuff like that, where you can just go about the environments freely, no combat, no nothing, and there's like voiceover and text for all the things that you see and descriptions as to what this is. And it's
that sounds kind of cool.
It's like
that
sightseeing.
sounds awesome.
An exploratory
really
mode.
I'm gonna buy it just for that. Just to fucking go around and look at all this awesome shit and
that's
first
some
person,
awesome history shit.
Hopefully first
too.
person. Yeah, and it's Egypt too, which is incredibly interesting.
Speaking of the new Assassin's Creed,
Egypt too.
Yeah.
Speaking of a new Assassin's Creed, you guys see that there are people. And it's a small subset of people, and it's retarded in all of its glory.
What are they triggered by?
The fact that the new female assassin is not overweight.
Oh, I saw a screenshot of that. Just just why?
Like, do you know what it takes to climb to a fucking roof and balance yourself on fucking 2 inches of fucking space?
And
Are you
she lives in the fucking desert.
Yeah,
and she's not eating pizza and shit.
She's not eating. Yeah, she's not loading fucking her face with pizza and cakes and shit. You know, like what the fuck? She's still not overweight, and that's a problem. No, it's not a problem.
Why would they make her? No, go and try and do a pull up with your fingers.
I've noticed that,
and tell me how fucking easy that is. I, as an overweight person, no, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, like people wouldn't be.
If I see a fat guy
jumping
off those buildings,
she's not realistic. She's not a realistic female character unless she's ugly and fat.
Like, it's like you sit there,
James Cameron. Unless she's had fucking a horrible life, you can't be a fucking inspiration.
It's like, no, fuck you. I think people come in all shapes and sizes. Some of those shapes are healthy. Some of those sizes are not.
Yeah.
You just got to deal with it. That's life. Like, oh my god.
That's just insane. Don't get me wrong. If they had an overweight female protagonist in the game, fine.
Yeah,
but
whatever.
not if she's like a jumpy assassin. If there's a mode where you have to sneak in as a maid or someone's like head of house or something like that, and you then get to slit somebody's throat, that's fucking cool. Give me that. But I mean, come on, think before you fucking get so offended.
Like people were bitching about Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman because they thought she was way too beautiful for the part.
It's like, dude, Amazonians are that's one of their defining characteristics. To be
insanely beautiful giant women.
Yes,
and they were in that movie.
I hate. I
mean, she wasn't. They weren't giant.
No, they weren't. They weren't like super tall, but they were all built.
Yeah, they were all big, and they were intimidating in their own ways. Like,
and they all had to imitate her accent because she couldn't get rid of it.
And I mean, what she is, which they'll never delve into, but she was basically molded out of clay.
Yeah. like they say that in the fucking it's right. That's the exact line in the movie.
She was created.
Yeah. She was created by the gods. Like, dude, fuck off.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah. Did you expect her to have like freckles and glasses and like a dumpy appearance? No, she was sculpted to be perfection. Like
a weird fucking birthmark or something like that. Sorry, but
hairy armpits.
I mean, if they had that probably would have fit.
That would have been historically accurate, I'd say, to a degree. But the fact that people were fucking going off over the fact that Gal Gadot shaved her armpits, like, come on, who gives a shit?
Yeah, you have as much to be angry about as the countries that were strict on the laws. She had laws that said, "Oh, well, we can't show this movie because she's Jewish." Go fuck yourself.
Okay, then
she's amazing.
Whatever. Yeah, it's so dumb.
I wanted to not like her, and
I did too. I didn't like her acting in anything before
and
now.
She came off as like the perfect kind of naive and young, and it was a fucking amazing movie. She did a great job.
I found like a perfect clip of the over the top scene the other day online, and just fucking watched the whole thing. Went from that to the next scene. Was like, oh yes. She's just fucking killing Nazis. Not pre-Nazis. They might as well have been Nazis. In that movie, they took a lot of liberties. I don't know why they didn't just set it in World War II, but the No Man's Land scene, totally makes up for that.
Yeah, no, but they were obviously Nazis.
Yeah, they might as well have been Nazis.
Like they're I don't know what the time frame exactly was supposed to be.
It's World War One. You're talking
they're not.
Fucking 19 whatever.
1914, 1919. Yeah, okay. But they were the precursors to the Nazis.
They're
totally Nazis.
They're Germans, but yeah, they were totally just the way they acted and stuff.
Yeah.
The way they fought, the way they talked about them wiping out that village. By that time in the war, Germany had learned, oh shit, we really shouldn't do that, because while the British don't have a problem with them doing, themselves doing it in India, apparently it's bad if you do it in Europe.
Yeah, that's white people now. So
yeah, exactly.
That's a problem. You can bomb the fuck out of brown people, but don't bomb any white people. That's fucked up, man. Don't you know?
Yeah. God. Fucking history, man.
Yeah, I fucking love it. Ugh. Well, that was fun.
But yeah, still, it's a great fucking movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Please let Justice League live up to it.
Until Justice League.
Please let it live up to it.
My hands are going to be over my eyes for half the movie.
He's gonna go in, pay like $11 to see the movie, and miss half of it.
Like people watching it through their fingers. Ron's doing that for Justice League. Like, oh please,
is it good?
Oh, let there be a green ring.
Is it good?
The credits hits. Was it good?
We're like, yeah, Ron, it was good.
Woo!
Just looking at Joe shaking my head. No, it was awful.
You just say yes.
See, Luke would be that well looking into the movie. Dude, the movie was shit.
Yeah.
It was fucking terrible.
Brutally honest. Like when we walked out of BVS, Ron's like, yeah. I'm like, it was sure a movie.
That was a movie.
You know what? You went into that movie just waiting for it to be shitty.
I was so worried. I was like,
in the very beginning,
but I think it's gonna be good. And then it started.
In the very beginning, the movie starts. He falls down into the fucking the cave. He gets lifted up by the bats. I look over at you, and you got this shit-eating look on your face, as soon as they did,
as soon as they started doing Batman's origin, I had this fucking twitch, like, oh fuck.
Yeah. They did it well, though.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed for Justice League.
Yeah.
The trailers look okay, but now we got Josh Whedon.
I got faith in Whedon doing a hell of a lot of reshoots.
Yeah, he is.
I cannot wait to stare at Henry Cavill's upper lip to see if I see a little bit of that
mustache removal.
God fucking damn it, you fucking piece of shit.
They redid the score completely.
Right.
So a lot's different than when Zack Snyder had his fingers all over it.
I'm sitting here trying to buy something on Best Buy's website and have it shipped to the nearest store, which is right up the road from me, and it keeps thinking I'm in fucking Pittsburgh. It's like, motherfucker, that was a month ago. Why are you like this?
Fuck
Who hurt you?
Phone, who day?
It's not even the phone. It's fucking Best Buy's website. Yeah. The phone knows where I am.
I have a problem with the fucking Domino's app. If I order a pizza, when it comes up with the locations, and it fucking caught me the first time, it comes up with a location that's like 15 miles away, or 15 minutes away, where I have a location that's less than 5 that I normally order from.
Right.
So one night, I'm just fucking using the app. It fucking automatically has me logged in. Should know where I'm fucking at, right? So I hit the top result. I order the pizza. I drive to the place. Pull up to the window. I got an order for Luke. I don't have an order for Luke. We're like closing in 15 minutes. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And I was like, yeah, I ordered from this location. And I looked at my thing and I was like, fucking, where the hell's this? Where's the hell's Winton Road?
Oh,
like,
God.
Oh, that's the da-da-da over here. And I'm like, motherfucker. Go driving to pick up a fucking cold pizza.
Yeah, that's the worst, man.
I was pissed. Now I have to fucking watch the thing and make sure I don't hit it because it still comes up as the closest result.
Something's fucked up with your GPS, dog.
No, I don't think it's the GPS because if I hit the GPS signal to reconnect, it will then refresh and show the one that's right down the fucking road.
That's fucking annoying.
First world problems.
Yeah, totally. It's a total. I ordered a pizza and I had to drive an extra 5 minutes. Goddamn.
You mean the cellular device that beams the signal from the fucking moon back to me isn't working properly?
It has
access. A combustion vehicle that carts you from point A to point B.
This device in my hand has access to the whole of human knowledge since the beginning of time. And
I use it to look at pictures of cats.
Yeah.
And
apparently order pizzas and have them sent to the wrong location. Yeah. Have them made at the wrong location.
I was seriously driving like, this is fucking bullshit. I better get this shit for free. I'm going to fucking order delivery next time. I'm not dealing with this shit.
That's why I always order delivery. Well, and I'm lazy and I don't want to have to put on pants until I absolutely have to put on pants.
Yep.
So when the door buzzes, it's like, all right, I better get on pants.
Fuck it, don't put on pants.
I mean...
you do tip well, so
that's true. You know, I give like $10, $12 tips. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm in my underwear. I didn't feel like putting on pants. Here's a $15 tip. Go away.
Yeah.
Which I think might technically count as sexual harassment, but you know, whatever.
I mean, there's nightmare stories. I've had friends that have been delivery guys, and the amount of times that people will open the door, like creepy old people.
Yeah.
That apparently that's what they do is like get order delivery and show up naked. And it's like, fucking why? But that's how they get off, so whatever.
Hey, whatever, man. There is that subreddit called Pizza Dare. Yeah.
I mean, not that I sub to that one, though.
I mean, but to be fair, most of that is just cam whores ordering pizza.
Yeah, it's cam whores ordering pizza naked. They hand the delivery guy the money, say, haha, yeah, I'm a porn star, and then he fucking leaves.
Yeah, or sometimes they fuck. Who knows?
Yeah.
Which I think those are just setups, but whatever.
A lot of them, yeah.
It's just a guy in a pizza like delivery costume or some shit. Just,
dude,
here's a box of pizza, and then he fuck you.
Nothing is real.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry.
I know.
Nothing is real on the internet.
No.
And the internet is all lies, lies and magic.
Yep. Space magic.
Space magic.
Space magic. Yeah. All right, I think that's going to be it for us. We're going to go ahead and wind down here.
We're going to end it on space magic today.
Yeah, space magic, because.
Sorry.
Okay. So we got Ron back. That was kind of fun. You know, we haven't heard from this fucker in months.
Looks like I'm back every week now, so.
Yeah, we'll see.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
We've got a replacement.
Don't hold your breath.
If he can't
we got our doubts.
A quiet fucking skeleton replacement.
We're just going to sit there, put the microphone up to it, and hit the button and let it talk.
Every once in a while, just say, bring my bones.
Just put a Halloween decoration in my chair. It's not too far from me anyway.
we were actually thinking of getting a skeleton. Like a fucking full-size skeleton to sit there.
Hell yeah.
But I didn't want to spend $60 on it. So it's like, I'll just... And Luke bought this pirate dude here, so... You know, there we go. Ron the pirate.
We want to put a Walmart vest on him, but it's going to be hard because his fucking hands are connected with chains.
Yeah. And I couldn't find an extra name badge.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It does that, okay.
Yeah, it vibrates and says things.
Yeah. As That's just like Ron. He vibrates and says things.
Hey, man.
Fuck it.
Anxiety's a thing.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Sound off.
Ungodly Geeks signing off. I'm Joe.
I'm Luke.
And I'm Ron.
You guys have a good one.
Space magic.